welcome everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And I get it. You want to start fast, take the life out of this home crowd. But when you're the road team and you start the game with an onside kick, that is a little bit crazy, a little bit aggressive, and when you don't get it, now you've created all the momentum for the home team and great field position.
Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the catch past the sticks. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the tailback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
There's something you don't see very often. A sack on a screen pass. You know, quarterbacks are taught to hold the ball, and then get rid of it right before the rush gets to you. But that time, I think he just held on to it a little too long.
That is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Howard. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got some room to run. The tag. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Henderson. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. On fourth down, looking to pass. Coming after him. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. He's off to the races. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Henderson. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Dropping back, it's Howard. Finds his big tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Tackle is made after the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. He's going to pass. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll give it to the back. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. They'll try it on the ground. He's stopped. Fourth and goal, and he lost a yard back to the 2.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Looking deep down the right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team here.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
Smashes through. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing the touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than...
Got a lot of running room. the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Penn State! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And they tacked on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. And what a terrible play. You just can't run back into the end zone like that, and it's going to be a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Running back searching for a hole. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
He's got it. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give and the run on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. First down here for the offense. Back to throw, it's Howard. He's looking deep. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got a man, it's Scott. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Grabbed behind the line. It's Judkins. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You can tell. They had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively there. 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
They get to him as he throws. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water. As soon as they saw this offense decide to go for it in that area of the field, they were like, okay, you're going to gift us the football. We'll go ahead. We'll take over. Thanks. We'll make a play, and we'll take this over. And now we're going to try to make you pay for that decision.
Buys a little time. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Scanning the field, it's Howard. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that next play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He's looking to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Open space at the 25. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The lone back's got it. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Going for it on 4th down must be part of their philosophy. Just 1 for 3 so far in this one. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Unloads it left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Leaves it with the back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line to pick up of 1. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Looking downfield, it's Allard. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the stomping has commenced. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Ibuka. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense. Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Got it in the middle. It's Ibuka. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ibuka. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. He caught it! And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Penn State! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Offense working from the pistol. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he makes the catch at the 10. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Got out of trouble and throws. Got it on the outside, it's Warren. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. After this, it'll be a wrap. On second down, he's looking downfield. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the beatdown has ensued.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
They're like the kid at the playground that just does not want to share their ball with anybody else and play in the sandbox. They've got a crazy lead, and still, head coach decides to go out, onside kick, they get it, and they maintain with possession. That's crazy.
Throws to the wideout. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total...
Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Now here comes the bunch formation. Looking for a gap. It's Miller. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Caught quickly. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
Important second down play coming up. And he's got it again. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. He'll hand it off. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. That's a design quarterback keeper. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
The RPO caught to the right. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. Defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Got space, looking to score. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out, it's Ballard. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. This should be the last play of the quarter. First play of the drive, they look to the right. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. It's a jet sweep. Receiver trying to turn the corner. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they get stuffed at the line of scrimmage here. That's going to bring up a third down play for this offense. And, hey, I know it's the first half, but with the way this defense is playing and the fact that they have a nice lead, this is an important third down to try to convert here.
To the air, it's Howard. Pressure is coming. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Bringing it back, it's Adams. And the coverage team finally gets him, but a great return. You can see the elusive speed from the return man. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ballard. Good job by the coverage team. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Warner with an impressive spin move there. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Past the 10. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line. Well, they finally corral him, but he was untouched. The line of scrimmage cook just burst through a big crease.
I'm going crazy on my defense. Like you said, this guy was untouched. I don't know how they were able to finally catch up to him and bring him down, but there's no excuses at all for the defense after a play like that.
Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's first and goal. Ball handed off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, it's first and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards, and instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important second down call here.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 7. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
I love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Bringing it out, it's Henderson. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. To the air, it's Milroe. He finds the running back in the flat. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. That's our strategy here.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down.
Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good. Now they get set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Handoff here from the shotgun. It's S the middle, but gets stuck. That run goes nowhere. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Now here's the toss play. In the clear at the 25. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch downfield. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and it puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And the tackle is made, not the big play that we're looking for, but a pretty solid game. Alabama now operating in the red zone. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Will he score here? And he scores. Touchdown, tie. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Bringing it out. It's Ballard. Moving right through the contact. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And they'll use the ground game here. Spinning out of the tackle. Breaks the tackle into the clear. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. To throw, it's Howard trying to extend the play. He pulls it in for a big gain. That's a big gain there, but he comes up short, and the clock runs out to end the first half. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And the running play gets stuffed. They're going to mark him right at the 1. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ballard. And he gave it a shot, but should have just left the ball in the end zone. They spotted at the 19. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Oh, quick throw falls incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Here's the second down play. He'll hand it off. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
He's got a receiver wide open here. They stop him, but it's a first down.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. But let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Scanning the field, it's Howard. He's moving out of the pocket now. Running back has it on a screen now. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Short pass finds the tight end. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Now, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Offense getting set. It's second down.
Oh, gosh, give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
The Buckeyes are going to cash in this red zone trip. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but it could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You could really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the first down.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down and goal. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a third and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Oh, the defense has him behind the line. A tackle for loss, and that'll do it for the third quarter. So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on fourth and goal. Back to throw. It's Howard. Looking for 6. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Oh, so close to coming up with that conversion here on fourth down in the fourth quarter. And your own defense to come up with a stop and hope you get one more chance.
Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, this is definitely not the time to get cute as an offense and as a play caller. This defense is thirsty for any kind of big play at all to try to create a turnover. So just keep it on the ground and play smart.
And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's 3rd down and 3. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Go for it. Going to keep the drive going. 4th down and 7. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Complete to the running back on his 4th down play. He make the tackle, but he easily gets 1st down yardage, and the drive keeps going. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Quick pass, the catch is made. Gets into space at the 50. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Just ran away from the defense. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Bringing it out, it's Ballard. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. The pass rush closing in. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. I mean, it is. It's become an offensive game. But how?
Looking to throw it deep. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to...
Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
2nd and long, but you'd expect another run here to try to bleed the clock. It's a quarterback keeper. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage yet. And the offense will take a timeout here. 13 seconds remaining. Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Makes a quick grab. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. 1st down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. And it's caught. Touchdown, Alabama.